own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. on 1st and 10. Locke. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
San Francisco.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. Again, Locke. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Locke. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm. And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. 2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Locke. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Locke. Dancing to his left. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
21.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I was going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
21.
56, check.
Garoppolo now. Throw left side complete. It's Perez. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
11.
Mike 51.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Luck now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. In trouble, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the way? And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here we go.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Garoppolo now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
21. Here we go.
Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm not ready. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Luck now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Luck. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Luck on 1st down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 15 for the Niners there, and a 1st down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st down, Love. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Lott. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Blitz coming, and down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Ursula. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Love. Man open, it's Goodwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Luck now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. On first and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
One, Omaha. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perez. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Garoppolo, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. 21. Here we go. 180!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
11.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Watch the run. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Block on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Come get some, fellas. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
At the 12-yard line.
Mike, check out. Ready. Mike, 5-4. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Ready.
After the interception, it's Love. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd down and goal. Luck under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Luck now to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Perez. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
13.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? and the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for San Francisco, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, not much more to say.